Welcome back to this special holiday edition of Cattlemen to Cattlemen. Now, let's show you how easy it is to prepare a great beef dish. I'm here with Chris Tostenson. He's the manager of the Beef It's What's for Dinner Culinary Center. And Chris, we're nearing the holidays. We have lots of families coming over. And I understand you have a couple of appetizer recipes that actually incorporate beef. Is that right?
That's right. You know, on Christmas Eve, my family does all appetizers for everybody to just kind of nibble and hang out, because this is time to spend with family and socialize. So there's a lot of great beef appetizers out there that many folks might not be aware of. So before I get into demoing this appetizer, I'm going to talk real quick about a couple that are really quick and easy to prepare at home. Okay. This is a ground beef and kale queso fundido, something you can get started in the morning and just kind of snack on throughout the day or in the evening, throw it in the crock pot.
And even some green in there to make me feel good about queso, right?
You can feel good about queso, and there's kale in there, 100%. These are little Reuben bites, so a great little bite-sized take on a Reuben sandwich. And now we can go ahead and move into our spicy beef bruschetta. So what this incorporates is some ciabatta bread, nice airy bread, toast up really nice, some canned chipotle and adobo. You can find this in the grocery store. A little bit of salt and pepper, fresh avocado. We got some lime and a flat iron steak that I've kind of grilled off already. Fantastic. And this is really quick and easy to do. So I'm gonna do real quick is go ahead and cube my avocado.
You bet. I like that good stuff. And is there a reason we're using flat iron steak instead of any other steak, or is any steak appropriate for this?
You know, sirloin's really good for this. That's a little bit more affordable. New York strip is good. Flat iron's one of my personal favorites. It's actually the second most tender cut in the carcass. So I really enjoy that. And it's something, you know, that can hold up really well if you're entertaining. The folks are kind of just mingling around. One nice tip when you're juicing your limes is if you just kind of stab them with your knife a little bit, kind of break up some of those cells. That allows you to get all that juice out of your lime.
Look at that. Got some green color there for Christmas. How appropriate is that, right?
Right, and now we're going to incorporate some of that red. So that's just chipotle and adobo there.
That's chipotle and adobo together. Okay, interesting.
And that adds a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of kick to this.
You're just going to mix that together then, huh?
Yep, I'm going to mix it together. I'm going to mash that up. And you know, this is up to you. If you guys like a little bit more chunk in your avocado, you could leave it a little bit more chunky. I kind of like a little bit of chunk in there.
Oh yeah.
Get that nice big bite of avocado.
Great, yeah.
So mix that up, throw in just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay, that's just a mixture of salt and pepper, just kind of season it test, huh?
Yep, just to season it to your liking.
That looks fantastic.
I'm going to take some of this ciabatta bread here. You guys can, you know, pick this up at your local bakery. This is a great appetizer that you can serve warm. It can, you know, stay out room temperature. Let me get this out of your way here.
You bet. And you're just going to cut those, what, about an inch thick or an inch
they're about an inch thick.
Yep. Okay.
You don't want to get it too thick so it's really hard to chew.
Right.
But you also want a little bit of bite to it. So I'm going to cut this flat iron steak against the grain. That's going to help with the tenderness.
Absolutely. And are you going to do this cold, or is this prepared while it's still warm, or how do you normally do this?
You know, I normally do this just right when it's done resting. I'll go ahead and slice the steak up. So you can make this ahead of time, and the lime juice will kind of help preserve it a little bit. And it's really easy. So all you do is spread a little bit of that on there.
Outstanding. You know, it's interesting because you're right. There's lots of appetizers, but so many of them incorporate other proteins, and I'm just tickled to see some appetizers that you guys have developed that really incorporate beef. Yeah,
you know, and there's a lot of them on beefitswhatsfordinner.com. You can get a lot of ideas on there, way to do appetizers, and there's also you know, some tips on how to go ahead and turn, you know, some of your favorite dishes into an appetizer, whether that be, you know, utilizing a leftover pot roast or something along those lines.
Wow.
So that's it. I mean, it's really quick and easy. You know, a lot of that work you can do ahead of time. Great little bite-sized, fun little appetizers.
Absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for coming and sharing that with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yes. And when we come back, we've got a great prime rib recipe that's sure to be a hit at your house. Stay with us. We'll be right back.